All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry for a former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Green, 39! Green!
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And room there to work it inside the 25. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom!
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll look to throw here on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! 3-19!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On first down, it's Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. P19.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Set. Green 39.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air.
And now it's blocked. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
All right, here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top. That's
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Out of the gun, Rudolph. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Fournette. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bell sheds him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rudolph on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The give is to Bell. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 3rd and 2, Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. on play action. They'll throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Patriot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A give to Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph now to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now out come the Jags. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Josh Lambo now for the point after.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here's Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, it's Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Rudolph. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Caught. Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pass incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Hey. 4 down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Rudolph now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
He's back to throw. And that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's Bell, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll go again with Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Jordan Berry now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Oh, he slipped right by him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.